It is about 4:30 in the morning. I am a super morning person. I love the mornings. When I go to bed at night, I'm literally excited to start a new day. So how I do start off every morning is with reading. And depending on how much time I have, I'll usually read anywhere between like 30 minutes to an hour. Also, because I am up so early, I can do that. It's a blessing and a curse. Anyway, so right now I'm reading this book, awesome book by Brené Brown called Daring Greatly. And the book is all about basically being vulnerable. And it's actually through reading this that I was like, I need to put out a vlog, because actually doing vlogs is like the most vulnerable thing for me personally. It's just so raw and real, and it makes me uncomfortable. It just does. And I have always found that the things that make me the most uncomfortable are the things that grow me the most. So that's why I'm here doing this vlog right now. So I'm going to go read this for a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.
You can't figure out. I try to paint it like it oh, don't kill my vibe.
So my biggest takeaway from reading today was, and this is something that I struggled with a lot in the beginning, it's basically just talking about people with anxieties, and it talks about group A and group B, and how group A handles something and group B handles something differently. And basically group A, it's about finding ways to manage and soothe the anxiety, whereas group B, it's all about changing the behaviors that led to anxiety. So I'm going to give you guys an example, or the example that the book gives. So group A, and in quotes it says, I make a pot of coffee after I tuck in my kids so I can take care of all the emails between 10 p.m. and midnight. If there are too many, I wake up at 4 a.m. and start over again. I don't like getting to work with any unanswered email in my inbox. I'm exhausted, but they're answered. So that's group A. And that's the group that is finding ways to manage and soothe the anxiety that they have. And then group B, and in quotes again, it says, I've simply stopped sending unnecessary emails and asked my friends and colleagues to do the same. I've also started setting the expectation that it might take me a few days to respond. If it's important, call me. Don't text or email, call. And better yet, stop by my office. So that's group B. And I found this so true for me personally, especially when I first even in outside sales before I started my business. In my head I thought, oh, I have to reply to people instantly, and I had my own expectation created in my head of what needed to be done, and it was creating just a lot of anxiety for me. So once I moved to the thought of okay, my time is precious, this anxiety that I'm creating really isn't serving me, how can I do this better? And it was setting boundaries, essentially, where I might pick okay, I'm going to check emails at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and I'm not going to constantly be on my phone checking my email, making sure that I've replied to people within 5 minutes or whatever, because reality is that most, and 98% of the emails that I get don't need an instant reply. It's something that can wait 24 to 48 hours. So I am setting that boundary with myself, because then I have less anxiety throughout the day and I can be more efficient and lead basically a happier life, which means that I'm giving back more to others because I am my happiest self. So that's important to me. So that was just one of the takeaways from the reading this morning, where I was like, yes. Gym outfit of the day. I get a lot of compliments on these leggings. They're from Bombshell Sportswear. I will put the link in the description box for you. There's about a 100% chance you'll have a better workout if you buy a new pair of yoga pants. No, but seriously, these are super comfortable. I love them. I wear them all the time, probably too. So I'm going to a different gym than the one that I personally belong to. I'm going to Prairie Life Fitness today, which is the gym that my client and friend Mandy belongs to. Mandy was one of my very first clients, and we just became close friends from that experience, and she's still one of my clients and is doing amazing. And so she belongs to this gym. I'm going to kind of train her beforehand, and then she's going to film my workout. So I haven't filmed a workout in a long time because the gym that I belong to, it's typically pretty crowded, and it's just a difficult gym to set up a tripod in and record. Like myself, I would have to have someone with me to do it. So it's nice that I have Mandy and that she can do this for me today. So
lights all out in the night. I stand by your side, 'cause I see the light in your eyes. I'm on the edge and I'm here stalking for love. You're my one desire. Is how I grab onto your hand. You're the heroes to my heart. It's like the stars we found light up the night. I feel the fire, fire. I feel the fire, fire. I feel the fire, fire. It's burning inside of me. I feel the fire, fire. I feel the fire, fire. I feel the fire, fire. It's burning inside of me.
I'm back home now from the gym. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my footage that I just filmed. I actually didn't work out. I got to the gym and my my energy levels were kind of low, and I just didn't feel amazing. I didn't sleep super well last night, so I was going to see how I felt, but I wanted to go ahead and film it anyway. So I filmed every exercise that I would normally do, but I'll get a good night's sleep tonight, and then I will do the session tomorrow. So right now my coach has me strength training 4 days a week, which is what I normally always do. But since I only train 4 days a week, it's really important that each of those sessions, I feel really good at those sessions. So if I don't feel good one day, I will save that session for another day, because I have 3 other days to basically move things around if that happens. So I think that is just something that I really wanted to cover and go over with you guys, because I think generally on social media you get this image of like no days off and like never miss a Monday, and that training every day is like sexy, and it's not. You actually won't progress if you're overtraining, and you can injure yourself, you can get sick. It's not good. Your body can't recover, which means that it can't grow. So I am moving that session to tomorrow. I will do it all out tomorrow, but I wanted to go ahead and film it for you guys anyway since I was there. And a little bit about the coach that I hired and why I hired the coach. So I program all of my clients' workouts, and it sometimes causes me to put myself on like the back burner. Like I'm not like as structured with my own programming as I would like to be. So it's really nice to actually like physically be paying someone and being held accountable to someone and that program. It's funny, I asked him how much he charged normally, and he started to say kind of his rate, and then he was like, but for you I would do this, and I was like, no, like what do you actually charge, because I want to pay you for what you're worth. And then I actually even added on money because I wanted him to know that I was like serious about it, and that if anything I want him to take kind of like more time to program my workouts or to change them up, whatever needs to happen. Like I wanted him to know like, hey, I'm paying you a substantial amount, so yes. Anyway, so I'm super excited, and I had this like new excitement for going into the gym. It's weird. If you've never had a coach before, I would highly recommend it. Even if you know what you're doing, like coaches need coaches, and most people will tell you that have one. So anyway, if you guys liked the vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I would love it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.